Welcome back to the program. It's all going downhill from here as we go on the record with 2011 and 2012 UCI World Cup champ Gwin.
I think the second year was tough, becoming a repeat champion. I think I've always heard that saying, it's harder to, I guess, win the second than it is the first, and I agree with that. I think just from a pressure standpoint, mostly, you do it once and everybody kind of expects it again, especially if you kind of dominate. You know, winning races isn't easy. I think a lot of people talk to me like I win these things like it's a walk in the park, but it's really hard, you know, and I don't take it for granted. You know, I'm lucky to be where I'm at. I'm enjoying it, but at the same time, you know, I'm stoked, and it's cool to be able to say that you are the best rider in the world at, you know, a given time in life.
But to be where he is now, Gwin had to play the long game. His unique style, which is influenced by BMX and motocross, was developed over many years, dating back to his childhood.
I grew up racing BMX. I started when I was 4, and we raced for a lot of years and then moved on to motocross and did the same thing with that. So it was kind of just the perfect combination of those two sports. So when I started racing downhill, it was, I don't know, just a lot of fun. It was everything I've kind of done since I was a little kid, wrapped into one sport.
Gwin was a relative latecomer to the pro ranks at 20, but he's been on a tear ever since. For the American, the key to success is not the fight with others, but the fight against himself to constantly improve.
I never really think about who my competition is because it's a pretty individual sport. You know, it's against the clock, and I always see myself as my biggest competition. If I can do everything right on a race weekend, I usually have a really good shot of doing well. So I just try to focus on that and not really think or care about anybody else. Minutes out from your race run, there's pretty much nothing else in the world that's going on besides just getting ready for that run. And it seems like when you go across the finish line every time, you kind of take a breath for the first time all weekend, and it's like everything sort of settles into normal real quick again. But yeah, I would say for those few minutes, it's kind of a different world.
Despite already holding a single-season victories record and 2 World Cup championship titles, Gwin ain't finished yet. Mountain biking's his release, his lifestyle, his trade, and his passion.